Okay, as promised, this part 2, we're having my British Airways collection. Sorry, my room's in a bit of a mess. As you can see, British Airways does make up the most of my collection. Yeah, so, decisions where I'm going to start. I know what two planes I'm going to end on, because, let's face it, I'm saving the best to last, so let's start with you here, my little friend. Okay. So here we have the Airbus A318 Premier Planes in the Chatham Dockyard. This was the first plane I actually bought, which kick-started my decision to collect aircraft. I initially had it as just like, it's a bit bashed up because it's a bit older than that. You know, it's the oldest, apart from a few odd ones I'd been given that I acquired early on, but I wasn't really collecting. But this was the first one. Wanted on scale, pretty good model. It's about £5. Box was slightly damaged, so it was reduced. I haven't got the box, but I kept the stand, and I have no regrets doing that. I can tell you now. For your information, if you do fly on BA and you want an A319, you can also get the A320 with it as part of a double set, exclusive on the airline, I think. Similar situation with EasyJet. So, put you down here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who's coming up next? We'll have you here. Now, the Chatham Dockyard from Premier Planes. This one cost about £5 in a London model shop that was going under. It was in a liquidation sale, so I bought it. This was my second plane. Boeing 757 of British Airways, Premier Planes again. Good detail as always. There's a Rolls-Royce mark on the engine, if it focuses. No, it's not focusing, but that just basically says Rolls-Royce. Sorry about the quality. Lovely plane, 757. BA no longer uses them, sadly, but that's progress for you. It's a bitch if you're a plane spot and you like your aircraft. Right, next we're going to go with this one here. You there, little fat one. Sorry, I don't want to fall out my chair. Right, so here we have a Landor, Worcester I believe, 737-200. It's got the long engines. Yeah, I got all my Landors together in a set, which is why I got so many. That's about £10 plus 4p&p. From a charity shop in Devon on eBay. Lovely aircraft, just close up. Yeah, love the old 200. Okay, just put you down. Next, another Landor Airbus A320, original one without the winglets they had on the sides. It's one of those old ones they got from BCAL, Heritage, etc. Air France and Air Ante also had wingletless A320s. Yeah, BA still uses the A320, they don't use this type. Coming up next, we have a Landor Boeing 747-400 in the Landor. Bouncy. This is a good plane, pretty big. Queen of the Skies, always has been in BA's fleet. Nice. Let's get a good shot of that. I have two 747-400s in the BA colours. I plan to get the Chatham Dockyard one because that's the one I'm missing. Alright, let's put you down. Next. Here's a rarity. Bit loose, but L1011. Oh dear, not again. Right, L1011 TriStar. Good plane. Engines are just a gaping hole because the things were pretty loose in them. It's on a regular light blue stand. Excuse me, I'll just put it together. Damn, it's falling apart. I need to glue it together. Right, so sorry about all that. Next we are going to have the, let's go with this one. Oh, again, this is a Worcester model of flight miniatures, 747-400 in the Chelsea Rose livery. I was never too keen on those world tails, but not many people were anyway, so this is one of my dad's old models he let me have when I was beginning to expand my collection. Yes, just like the Concorde and the 757 in the Landor. Alright, next we are having the Landor Boeing 757. Again, my dad, he bought this on his first ever flight with BA, and that was in 1988 when the 75 was brand new doing the super shuttles. He flew to either Edinburgh or Glasgow, I'm not sure which one, but anyway, here's the Landor 757. Good plane. Miss the old 750s in BA livery. Sight we'll never see again. Put you down here. And the last 757 in my fleet. In the old red tail livery, which I think is quite a nice one. I remember when BA bought out the Retrojet when they were using their last 757. Good times, good times. Just, yeah. Love the old red tail. So what, I need to get another one or two planes in the red tail livery. Send you over here. Okay, so next, British Airways 767-300. Zoom out. There we go. Nice looking plane. I do like the 767. Tell you what, I have been looking for one in the Cheltenham dockyard, but I've not been able to find it. I can only find one in the Landor and the Scottish tail, which I'm not too keen on. But here we have the Landor ones. It's quite a good model. I'm sorry if I'm droning on a bit. I'm personally getting annoyed with my own voice at the moment. Next we're having the 747. Great, it's come off again. The 747 Classic. I think this is a 200. I have flown on the 200, by the way. It wasn't in this livery because it had the Indian tail, but bit of trivia. Nice plane, nice model. I do like the old 747s. Very lovely planes. Right, put you down there. Next, one of BA's latest and most finest, the Airbus A380 Premier planes. Unlike some of the older editions, these new ones have the aircraft, the airline name, etc. on them. Beautiful plane. Take it over from the side. I have flown an A380, but it was the Air France one when they were doing the short flights between Paris and Heathrow during 2010. Got a good deal, £30 return. Shame other airlines haven't done it recently, but I've seen all four of the BA ones at the moment. Pretty spectacular to see taking off. And another plane in BA's fleet that's spectacular to see take off is this one. The 787 Dreamliner. I made sure both my first A380 and Dreamliner models were BA. See, lovely. Like the wings. Detail on the engine's pretty good. The name, etc. There we go. BA. Pull out a bit. Nice scenery shot for you. Two more and then I'm calling it quits on this video. I'll have to do this in more than 2 or 3 parts as I anticipated. I'm going to be doing this a long time. Right. Here's a good one. BAC 111. Love the 111. Good plane. Quite a few of these Landor 111s around the country. Museums, Scotland, England, etc. Most notably there's one at Duxford which I've been on. Love the old 111. Looks a bit like a DC-9. In fact, I'll just get my Northwest DC-9. Stick them next to each other. Are quite a few similarities, despite the fact the British one came out first. Yes. Oh, how many times over? Right, put the Northwest back because it's already had its time. So, British Airways 111. Beautiful plane. Shame it's no longer flying. Well, there is a few flying, but not much. And finally, best to last, the king of the British Airways fleet, the Concorde. Haven't got an Air France one yet. Have been thinking of getting one in a few, not long times that's coming up. As you can see, beautiful model. This one's quite old. Not sure how long I've had it. But in my opinion now, you cannot have an aviation collection without a Concorde. I have one, so I'm covered. Yeah, so I'm ending here with Concorde, my BA fleet. See, here's the rest of them. Beautiful, beautiful. And we're going to be, next video, we're going to be focusing on my planes up here. My low-cost airline hangar and my American Airlines hangar. Of course, they're not all American Airlines, but you know what I mean. They're all US Airlines, right, so let's get the 111. There you are, you cheeky little so-and-so. final shot, my favourite models, and cut.